वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे.
Friends, we have gathered here this evening to felicitate and congratulate our 4 awardees. Shri Singh Ji Rawat, Shri P. Vivekanandan Ji, Srimati Anne Ferrer, and Dr. Minoru Kasai from Japan. Today, I would like to say something about what I believe should be the social vision of industry. After all, I'm in industry. Markets are embedded in society, and this is an insight which, as for most great insights, seems obvious in retrospect, and yet we see it being disregarded. Witness the ham-handedness of the US in Afghanistan, Iraq, and elsewhere. Even the difficulties we ourselves experience in developing states like UP or Bihar, that difficulty also comes at least partially from the constraints of their societies. So it is in the enlightened interest of business as well as other institutions to try and strengthen the societies that all of us operate in. From inception, we have practiced some principles. First is to be independent and make our own destiny. Easier said than done, because for this, both integrity and courage are prerequisites, not easy for a businessman or industrialist in today's society. Second is to be fair but firm in our dealings with all we deal with. Third is to continue the tradition of philanthropic work and support for constructive activities of Gandhiji, especially those benefiting the poor. This, incidentally, very much predates the mandatory 2% CSR regulation brought in by the last government. Successful companies contribute greatly to the society, be it by way of taxes, salaries, and profits, not only the companies, but to all in their value chain, backward and forward, or by way of dividends and share appreciation to their shareholders. But they must also ensure that in their operations and those of their associates, justice is done in letter and spirit to their obligations towards labor, towards the environment. Paris meeting is going on, the COP21, and to the government.
The foundation strives to serve these ideals of Gandhiji and Jamnalal Ji by felicitating the lifeline dedicated by our awardees. Till date, the foundation has received 5,392 nominations for the 3 national and 1 international award categories. The process involves shortlisting of the nominations by the selection committee, who are then visited by some of the members, including me, to meet the shortlisted ones. A detailed report is then prepared and submitted to the Council of Advisors for their scrutiny, and final selection of the winners in the 4 categories. Since inception of these awards, we have selected 145 awardees belonging to 21 states and 15 countries. This year, we visited 16 of them across 14 states.
निष्ठावान सर्वोदय सेवक श्रीमान सिंह जी रावत हिमालय की गोद में बसे जिला गढ़वाल के वासी हैं। इन्होंने अपने यौवन काल में ही सादा जीवन जीने और अपने आप को सामान्य के कल्याण में समर्पित करने के शपथ ले ली थी। श्री रावत गांधी जी के ग्राम स्वराज, विनोबा जी के सर्वोदय तथा जयप्रकाश नारायण के जीवनदान के बुनियादी तत्वों से बड़ी गहराई से प्रतिबद्ध है। उन्होंने शांति और भाईचारा के प्रचार के लिए नेपाल, सिक्किम, भूटान, पश्चिम बंगाल, उत्तर प्रदेश एवं कोट द्वारा में विश्व मैत्री पदयात्रा की। श्री रावत ने उत्तराखंड में हल्लू खाता और उसके आसपास के गांवों में बसी बोक्सा जनजाति के उत्थान और विकास में अपना पूरा जीवन होम दिया है।
हिमालय की तलहटी में इस बलिया ग्रसित वन क्षेत्र के इस एक छत्र निवासी अपने भविष्य के प्रति लापरवाह अपराधहीन सरल बोक्सा जनजाति के बीच हमारे आने तक ये अधिकांश भूमिहीन हो गए थे। भीख मांगना, चोरी करना वो महान बाप मानते हैं। महिलाएं अपेक्षाकृत अधिक होशियार होती हैं। इस दृष्टि से यथासंभव अपनी सीमित शक्ति से हमने मुख्य स्थान हल्दू खाता में सरकारी सहायता प्राप्त, मान्यता प्राप्त, पूर्णतः निःशुल्क अब उदार कल्चरल सेंटर के ने गोद में ले लिया है। बोक्सा जनजाति बालिका विद्यालय का सफल संचालन हो रहा है।
Jamnalal Bajaj Award 2015 for outstanding contribution in the field of application of science and technology for rural development. Shri Perumal Vivekanandan joined the NGO movement in 1987 with the sole intention to promote simple technologies developed by grassroots innovators and bring them to the forefront while preventing erosion of traditional knowledge and resources. To institutionalize the initiative, he set up sustainable agriculture and environmental voluntary action, that is Sevak, in 1992. Shri Vivekanandan's areas of contribution are identification and documentation of the works of the rural innovators, conservation of medicinal plants and rare animal breeds, training farmers on ethno-veterinary practices and capacity building, encouraging low-cost green practices, and facilitating venture capital linkages.
Our vision is to empower marginalized communities and grassroots innovators to disseminate their green practices and innovations by formalizing them in the mainstream. We promoted Innovators Association in Tamil Nadu, and there are more than 30 members. They are very active. And few members also, they come and attended Mr. Bhanumurthy and also other friends, because they are developing innovations in the field of agriculture, farming, weaving, and also women empowerment, that new crop varieties and energy saving devices. So these are all the areas. Whoever develop any innovative prototype or a design, we simply link with that places of excellence or these research institutions, add value or design improvement, and ultimately it will be generate more income by selling the product, and he become an entrepreneur, and ultimately people will benefit with the low-cost technologies. That is our way of functioning.
Srimati Anne Ferrer had a life mission to serve the poorest of the poor in India. She, along with her husband, identified Anandapuram, a chronic drought-prone district in Andhra Pradesh, as their karma bhumi. They set up the Rural Development Trust in Anandapuram in 1969. You remember the number of years she has spent there. Over 4 decades, Srimati Ferrer has been working for the integrated development of marginalized sections belonging to the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and backward castes in 3,291 villages in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Program interventions cover the children's education and protection of their rights, women's empowerment, and rehabilitation of persons with disabilities, community health care, including HIV/AIDS, ecological regeneration, and environment development. I don't know what she hasn't covered.
Working with a very small group of volunteers, local volunteers, and almost without any funds, we set about the seemingly impossible task of trying to bring hope back into people's lives. And more important than that they themselves can be the ones to bring that change and be the leaders of their own development. My dear friends, it has never ceased to amaze me how much can be achieved only with great faith and determination, working at the grassroots level and close with people. Girls and boys are reaching university, getting good jobs and supporting their families, helping to pay their debts and helping the family to come out of poverty.
As a thinker and philosopher, Dr. Kasai has helped create a better understanding of Indian and Gandhian ideologies among the Japanese society, especially among the youth. Dr. Kasai's journey of work and life continues to spread Gandhiji's revolutionary message and vision in India, America, Philippines, South Africa, and other places. Through research, teachings, lectures, and articles, he continues to propagate Gandhian philosophy and messages globally. Dr. Kasai yearns for reconciliation and creative coexistence beyond hatred, with forgiveness on conflicts between China and Japan.
I'm so blessed in my student days encountering the true teachers and friends, classmates, hostelmates, and above all Gandhiji in India and through India. Both my wife and I are so grateful to this blessing for India.
ये तो ठीक है कि गांधी के जन्मदिन को अंतर्राष्ट्रीय क्षेत्र में अहिंसा दिन करके माना गया, लेकिन अहिंसा का मतलब क्या है? सिर्फ मारपीट करना, लोगों को मारकर काटकर खत्म कर देना? ये निगेटिव कंसेप्ट नहीं है, ये एक डायनेमिक पॉजिटिव कंसेप्ट है। वह सिर्फ पीस की बात नहीं करता। पीस तो शांति हो सकती है जो श्मशान शांति भी कहलाती है, लेकिन गांधी ने कहा था कि अहिंसा का संबंध है शोषण मुक्त समाज से। किसी भी तरह का शोषण ये अहिंसा ही मानी जाएगी। और वर्तमान सामाजिक परिस्थिति को बदलने का मतलब है मनुष्य के मनुष्य बीच के संबंध की दिशा को बदलना, उसका संदर्भ बदलना, अर्थात जीवन की दिशा बदलना। इसकी कोशिश आज पेरिस में चल रही है जागतिक स्तर पर, दिल्ली में चल रही है भारत के स्तर पर। तब पता लगा कि असली इसके प्रक्षेपण केंद्र और श्वसन केंद्र तो जमनालाल बजाज पुरस्कार जिनको मिलेंगे उनके ही द्वारा प्रस्तुत किए जा सकते हैं।
These are new times. India has a new equation with the world. This is a new India. And when we honor these wonderful men and women who have practiced Gandhiji's ideas and disseminated Gandhiji's ideas, we must also think now of today and tomorrow. We have so many young persons here, and I'm so happy about that. What do Gandhi's ideas mean today? How do we apply Gandhi's ideas to solve today's problems? And I know that the Bajaj Award committees, Bajaj Foundation, are thinking like this. But I hope very much that all of us will think of what is it that today's India and today's world needs in terms of Gandhiji's ideas. Yesterday was wonderful. I told you that the freedom movement was a noble struggle. That was a wonderful period. But today's world and tomorrow's world needs new thinking, new solutions, new applications of eternal truths.
Our heartfelt gratitude to Rajmohan ji for encouraging us at the Jamnalal Bajaj Foundation to continue to do our good work of recognizing the worthy and for sharing his special emotions and valuable direction. Our awardees and chief guests are silent crusaders for whom society comes before self. Thank you very much to the awardees for being with us and making this day a memorable one. On behalf of the Jamnalal Bajaj Foundation, our deep gratitude to our respected dignitaries on the dais, members of the Council of Advisors and Selection Committee of the Foundation, associates, media, venue management, and each and every one of you for appreciating, honoring, and applauding the achievements of our awardees and keeping the spirit of our initiative sustained. I personally thank the team of the Jamnalal Bajaj Foundation for making this possible.